Okay, looks like I'm live for the morning. I was beginning to wonder if I was going to make it on here. Hi, this is Debbie at Color Everywhere, and I'm just coming on today to have a little fun, relax a little bit, work on some things that are outstanding, and just in general, just have a nice crafty morning. So you're welcome to come in and visit. I will be happy to see anyone who shows up. I've been working on a steampunk journal along with Melody Maid, and I'm just about getting to the end of it, and I'm going through and finding things that need to be added to or taken out. I'm working on two journals. One is a female-oriented journal, the other one is a male-oriented journal. So my female journal is in a cover that will only hold so many signatures, so much stuff, and it's packed. It's packed full. I had to take a few pages out, which was a hard decision, but it'll work out in the end. Whatever I have left over, here's a few other things I've taken out. Whatever I have left over, I'll just put in a smaller booklet to use that way. Right now I'm working in the gentleman's book, and he does not have a cover yet, so I'm going to wait till he's done, see how much room I need before I make his cover. That's what I normally do, but with the ladies, I did it a little different. So right now I'm just going through and putting on some page tags, or not tags, tabs, page tabs, and I'm using these little whale tail, I think it's what they're called, tabs that are made out of a legal ledger, like a docket ledger. So it has numbers and writing and ledger on it, and I'm just coloring them up a little bit to go on these pages. I've already put a few in a couple of places, but I thought I'd like to put a few more. So I'm using vintage photo distress ink to color them with. That's pretty much my go-to color. I use walnut if I need something darker, and then I have other distress inks too, but this is pretty much my go-to. And I've also used it on these journals. I used an airbrush to color the edges of the pages, which used up quite a bit of my ink refill. Just use ink refill mixed with water. So I've been searching for some refills to restock, and that stuff, you cannot find it. I don't know why it's such a problem, but it is difficult to find, and so far I haven't found any. So I just have to keep watching. I noticed in the gentleman's book that he has fewer decorated pages. He has a lot of blank pages. So I'm going through, and I don't mind having blank pages because it's a journal and I feel like it should have room to write in. But when there's a whole lot of them, then that starts bugging me. So I'm going to go through and add a few thin embellishments. So just adding a few tabs like that. And just sort of in general looking through here and seeing what looks really naked and adding something to it if it does. Oh, I forgot. I got some new stamps in the mail yesterday. I forgot to bring them down. I could have used them in here probably. But I'm just adding a few things to make it, Just so it doesn't look so blank, but I don't want to add a lot of thickness because it's getting kind of thick also. Doesn't matter so much on this one, but still. It kind of looks like a fence. It's supposed to be a railroad. Well, hi, Melody. I missed you yesterday. Yesterday was my birthday, and I had a nail appointment and all that kind of stuff going on, so I really didn't get to see much. But I did watch a little bit of it this morning. It looked pretty interesting. Did you decide you liked that infusion stuff or not? Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you here. Melody, I'm getting close to being done with these journals. I'm trying not to start thinking yet about the next project. Otherwise, I get too distracted. Got a big sale going on this weekend at Keisha's Creations. Some of my items will be there. And she announced yesterday some changes that are taking place. So my items will also be offered during the week instead of just once a month. It'll be every week now during the week. No set schedule, same kind of format, maybe a little bit more relaxed, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, anything new always needs practice. You got to learn the ins and outs, I guess. What else do I have laying here? I'm being lazy today. I'm trying not to get anything else out because I have quite the mess on this desk today. I haven't really had much time this week to work on things. I've had to make airport runs and birthdays and all kinds of stuff. Today's our anniversary, 49 years anniversary. And he asked me this morning, he said, do you want to go out? We went out for dinner last night. He said, do you want to go out tonight or what are we doing? And I said, I have no plans. I was like, I'm so boring. I have no plans. I think I just kind of want to relax. And I think he wants to go get some new bird feeders for the Orioles. So we could put jelly out for them. Okay, now I'm having to unpile stuff to find what I want. Whatever it might be. What's it gonna be? Do some more. Put some more of these in. That needs something. I'm not sure what. This is like a. Well, thanks, Lisa. When you get to be my age, they just kind of roll by. You don't get too excited about them anymore. But I had a lot of nice birthday wishes yesterday, so that was very sweet. I like using these little tabs. They don't stick out as much, but they add something to the page. I have a whole stack of them that are all different prints and what have you that I'm going to use in the future on something else. Look cute on there. Now see, this to me looks very plain. This side's fine, but this side, this just looks really plain. So he needs a label or something. Let's see what kind of label I have. Laying right here. I'll just get one out if I can get to it. Where are they? Here they are. Oh my word, I have such a pile. It's such a pile. In order to get anything, I have to move something else. I don't like when it gets that way. Too much of a pile. I'll probably straighten that up a little bit in a minute. I don't feel real talkative today. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. I'll probably still be talking a lot, but so if I'm a little quiet, don't fret. Just relaxing. $18.99. I like having all these labels all printed out and cut out ahead of time, because then you could just flip through and find something cool. $47th. Wow. I can't believe that in 2 years I'll be 70 years old. It just blows my mind. Really does. It doesn't blow my mind when I think of it the way my body reacts, because it thinks it's 80 years old, but my mind, I still feel pretty young. For a long time I thought I was 22. Even when I was 40, in my brain I thought I was 22. And then one day my boss, we were talking about birthdays, and I never really thought about how old he was. And he told me how old he was, and I realized I was old enough to be his mother. We had a big laugh about that, but you know, sometimes you just don't think about it. You just go on about what you always do, and all of a sudden you're old. I don't mind it really. I just wish I could get around a little better than I do. There's still a lot of things I'd like to be able to do, but I can't. So do what I can. I like this tag. It's not too fancy, but I just like it. I like this light bulb. Isn't he a handsome guy? Okay, that looks better. This really needs something on the edge. I need to do an edgy for this page, I guess. Where's all my stuff that I can find? Oh my word. Don't even know. Okay, here's what I'm going through. Here's the piles that I'm going through here. This is what I have to do every time I look for something. Okay, this can go away. Here's this book. Here. My book cover. New. I'm looking for my, oh, here they are. See, I was, do you ever do this? You get so organized you can't find what you did. I was looking for all my, whatever I have left over of all my little steampunk embellishment stuff. And I put it all in this box and I couldn't find it. So, I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. Let's see what I got in here. Oh, that's kind of neat. Sometimes you just gotta search till you find stuff. I don't like him. Oh, he's not using him. Oops. Whoa. That's probably enough. That's a little scraps. Okay. Oops. Now get this stuff out of the way. If I would stop and just take time to put it all away, that would be helpful, but I'm not doing that right this second. Probably in a few minutes, so I am, because I can't handle it much longer like this. All right, now. Let's see. I think I want some newsprint. Or something. See, I've got so many other cool things I could put in there, but I don't have room. I just do not have room. So I'm sure there'll be another one coming up in the future. So I'm just going to make a couple of page edges to go on pages like this that are fairly, that looks fairly blank to me. Even though there's some graphics on this page, it still looks a little like it needs something. So that's what I'm going to do. And these are just large clusters is really what they are that I use on the edge of my pages a lot. I like using them and just layering them up. Okay, layer one. I need some black. Some black. Here's some black. I kind of like the pointy ends sometimes. I don't really care that it doesn't meet in the middle because there's going to be something over it, so it'll hide it anyway. Hi, Milanda. Is it Mylanda? Did I miss anybody else? No. So I'm basically just putting some layers on here, adding this black for a little bit of contrast because it looks a little blah. I don't like that. I'll rip it off. Okay, there. There's that. Now, what else do I want? I think I want maybe some of this. Can y'all see this all right, or do I need to zoom in a little bit? I'm glad you came by, Mylanda. If you have any questions, just shoot them out, and I'll answer as soon as I see them. Sometimes I don't see them very fast, but, you know, always happy to answer any questions I can. I may not be an expert, but I don't mind sharing what I know. Let's see what else here. I don't want to layer too much because my pages are getting pretty full. Oh, I don't want to hide that much, I don't think. What else do I have here? That's pretty thick, or wide, I should say. Guess it doesn't matter. I think I'll use him. And I think I will. Mylanda. Okay, that's pretty. Paper's fun. You could do so many things with paper. Yeah, I do. I think he looks okay. I don't know. I might want to put a little black frame around that just to punch it out a little bit. I think I will. I think I will. Just because I can. I have so many journals that are probably about ready to start working on. And I just haven't been doing them too much lately. So I'm looking forward to getting some more of those done. And I have a variety of subjects. See, I've got circus journal, which is either going to be huge or there's going to be more than one because I have so much stuff for that. And I have what I'm calling Susie Homemaker, which is just old-fashioned women and kitchen stuff and just all kinds of things like that. All about the homemaker. And what else do I have? Oh, I think I have a pink and purple and a maybe a blue. Some of them are color oriented, and some of them, you know, are subject matter. But they're all fun. I don't even know what else I have. I have to look in my box. I've lost. Oh, I was trying to say I've lost my sponge. Here it is. This is a way to save paper. If you have something long like this that you want to do and you have scraps, I try to use up all my scraps. And this is a good way one good way to use them to extend what you have, because what's behind there doesn't show. So why worry about it? If you could just use a scrap, just use a short piece instead of one big long piece. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm just making it look like it's one piece. See, if you didn't know better, you would say that this was one piece. Same with the black. I need to pay attention to how I'm laying these now. I better do this. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. Especially when my mind's going in 100 directions. Sometimes I take off in the wrong direction, then I have to backtrack. I use a lot of contrast in my artwork, all different, regardless of what kind of work it is. I like contrast. I use a lot of black in my paper stuff because I like the way it makes things pop. And I had to turn this around because for some reason it bugs me if I put it upside down. So we put it right side up. And I'm using two kinds of glue right now. I'm using a glue stick for this thin, this is very thin paper from, oh, I think like about 1904 or something like that. So it's kind of thin. So it's still very usable and I really like it. But you have to be a little bit more careful with it. So the glue stick seems to be a better way to glue it, and it sticks really well. And then on thicker, this is a cardstock, so on thicker things, I just, used my art glitter glue. And let's see, how do I want this? See, I don't want them all straight in a row, straight in a line. I kind of want them to go in different directions, sort of. Makes it more interesting. But and the whole time I'm trying to make sure that this looks like it's one solid piece. So I'm going to pick this up and glue it down. And all I'm doing is just adding a little bit of interest to the page. Sometimes I'll put one of these on a really thin page. If I have, this one isn't, but if I have real thin paper, I'll add this to the edge, and it makes it less likely that the paper is going to tear or, be destroyed just by handling it. Because some of these papers are, if it's an old paper, it's thin. So I want to protect it a little bit. Okay, now, is that all I want on there? I think so. I like it. I'm going to glue this down. There, now that looks a lot better to me. That looks a lot better. Hi, Barbara. Miss B. Let's see if I missed anything. So, now I'm not going to put another one here. I'm just going to put, I have something I can glue down if I find one. Where? Here. I'm just going to put something small just to give it a little bit of a interest. These are some images from Graphics Fairy, which I have a account there, and I use it a lot. I like their stuff really well. I like their printables. I like their images. Let's see, I can just put a little something up here in the corner, and there you go. With the edges and the busyness of this page, it doesn't need much, and it leaves a lot of room for journaling. Same thing on this one. I'm just going to do the same thing. I like things to be interesting so that your eye has somewhere to rest. Something that'll draw you in and make you look. When I was at the nail salon yesterday, the little girl that does my nails, her name is Anna. Well, her American name is Anna. And she's so cute. Time before last when I went, I just had her, not, just do a solid color. And she kept saying, don't you want to do something special? And I said, no, I think this is good for this time. Well, she talked me into doing one finger sparkly, and that was fine because I do that sometimes. And I said, I'll give you a challenge next time. So the last time I went, I'd found a picture and had little flowers and all kinds of stuff, little vines, and it turned out real cute. So she did a pretty good job. So I thought, well, this time I'm going to give her another challenge. So I found a picture that, here, let me hold this up. I don't know if you could see what it is. Come on. It's too shiny. But there's a hand-painted rose here and some little vines and black dots and stuff. And so I took her picture and I said, you think you can do this? And she says, I think so. So she worked on that for quite a while, and I had the whole fancy pedicure and everything yesterday. So I was there quite some time. And when she got finished, everyone wanted to see my nails, what she had done. Well, then they decided they needed to take a picture. In my nail shop, they had just won an award for the best nail salon in the county. So they were pretty excited anyway. So anyway, they wanted to take some pictures. I said, okay, fine, whatever. So she took pictures of my nails and what have you. And it was just really funny. It was kind of cute. She was pretty excited because everybody liked it so well. I guess they take nails for pictures for, I don't know, for different reasons, but they had this little poof. It was like fake fur, white fake fur. And she had me posing. Let me see if I can show you the picture. She had me posing with my nails on the poof. So she said, I'll send you pictures. So here, so here's one of the pictures. Isn't that fancy? So anyway, it was fun. I had fun. They're all really sweet there. She kept saying, for your birthday, Debbie, for your birthday. Well, I still had to pay for it, but it still was fun. So see, I need something on here too. Let me see, what else do I have in here? Oh, here's something. Oh, two somethings. So that's like a little steam car. I can use him. Here's another airplane. This is very old paper. This is 1900. No, this is 1904. Came out of a rather large book called the Scrapbook, oddly enough. And I think what it was, I think it was from a magazine that they had produced in 19. I think it was excerpts from magazines that they produced in 1904. So it was like April, May, June, like that. And The magazine must have been pretty cool because it had a lot of information about things that were happening at that time, and a lot. It had like poetry and stories and jokes and all kinds of stuff in there. I had to stop and read some of it sometimes because it was pretty interesting. But see what it's doing? It's cracking. It cracks really easily. So I have to always glue it to something. And when I made these things that I just tore out, they were supposed to be pockets, but they just didn't work. They were just too brittle. So I just went ahead and saved them, and now I can use them for something else. But you have to be careful when you're using it until you get it glued down. I think I'll put him here. I really don't need any more pockets because I really got a lot in here already. So I don't need to add that much bulk, but I can handle thinner things like this. How's the weather up there, Barb? Are you still here? I know it's always colder than it is where I am. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 layers on here, but it's thin paper, so it doesn't add a lot of bulk. Okay, now I'm going to put I'm going to do another the piles are getting too tall. They're starting to fall over. I'm going to do another edgy, similar one. Let's see. Except this time I'm going to put the black underneath. And the print up on top of it. And maybe offset it a little bit, or let's see. See, I want to keep it close to the edge so it doesn't take over the middle of the page. That's why I call them edgies. Maybe like that. And then I need to find, I don't have any long and tall images, I don't think. Let's see what I can find. I don't have that left. Of course, I like this one better. I'll just use that one. Maybe. Still have a lot of tags in here to make that I could make. I will make eventually. Maybe even today. What have I got? Like this. There's no rhyme or reason deciding how anything goes together. I just have to do it until I think it looks good to me. But I always try to use, it is true, if you use an uneven number of layers or objects in a picture or whatever, it always looks better. Because, and I think the reason is because it makes your eye keep going. Whereas if there's 4 things, your eye kind of stops at the 4 things. If there's 3, your eye keeps moving. I don't know exactly why that is, but I think that's what happens. I think that's what happens. So when you get digital ephemera or any from wherever you get it, don't be afraid and think that you have to use it just as it came. You know, you can use it any way you want. So this was like a postcard. All I want is the image. I could still use this somewhere else, so I'm going to keep it. But all I wanted right now was this image of this balloon. And let's see. See, now I have 4 things, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, wow, that needs something else. And that's because, to me, in my brain, it's because it's an even number, and I want something that's uneven. So now I'm looking for something. Really would like to add a little bit of color there, I think. Over here on I have a little rolling dealie that I have all my scraps on. So I think, where's my scissors? I think I'm going to maybe use this. It's been in there for who knows long. Who knows how long. It's been in there for quite some time. Now's a good time to use it. Somehow or other, I lost my glue lid a while ago, and I can't find it, so my glue's just sitting here open. Let's see now. So see, this didn't have enough contrast to me. Just kind of looked blah. So now that I've added just a little bit of ink to it, it shows up a little bit better. And because this green is dark, the photo, vintage photo doesn't show up very well. So I'm going to try the walnut, see if it shows up better. Still not what I want. So, somewhere, here it is. So I'm going to use a Sharpie, like this. I'm just going to go around the edge, barely touching the edge, and draw all the way around it. And that's going to give it an edge to contrast with what it's laying on. It doesn't have to be perfect. But now it shows up. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I can. It shows up a little bit better on the background. And this is how I often do this. I get everything ready. I lay it in place, get it in place the way I want it to look. Make sure everything, see, I didn't do this one yet. Make sure everything's inked. It's going to be inked. And put it all together and hold it in place so it's exactly the way I want it. I like that. Now I'm just going to hold it in the middle. Now see, I couldn't do that on this other page I was doing because I had short pieces. I was using short pieces, so I had to glue them separately. But with this one, they're all solid pieces, so I can hold them in place, get it where I want it, and then I can just push this back far enough to put some glue on it. I'm going to hold this one off for a minute because I want to make sure it's straight. So I'm just going to keep adding glue on the part that's not glued yet. And then when I'm done, it'll all be glued. So now it's all glued. Now I could have laid each piece down and glued it separately. That's perfectly good way to do it. But this is the way I often do it. Once I get it in place, I'm ready to glue it down. Okay, now I can do the top one. Am I boring you to death yet? I have a tendency to do that. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to check something on my telephone. Yeah, I'll check something. I said that and it didn't sound right. Oh my. Okay, so this one's done, ready to be glued down. I get far enough ahead on this, then tomorrow at noon Central, I'll be on Melody Made, and I might be able to even finish up. I have a cover to make, some signatures to install. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat. I don't know which way that's supposed to go. Hi, Erna. How are you today? We're pretty quiet here this morning. A little bit of chatting going on, but mostly just being quiet. Some of these things you got to look at and make sure they're right side up. So hopefully, maybe tomorrow, depending on how much I get done today, I might be done. count on it, but I might be. Great. What are you working on, Arna? Something cool, I hope. Although you can't always work on something cool. Some days you just got to work on something mediocre, you know. Still can be fun, though. I lost track of my putting on my doohickeys. I think the dog must be sleeping upstairs. I hear her yipping in her sleep. I'm looking at these to make sure they don't have dates on them. I don't want to put like 1968 in here. Oh, solving issues. Well, that can be rewarding too, though. Getting things solved and out of the way. I kind of like being a issue solver. I've always managed to do pretty well at that. Figure things out, figure out how to fix them. I think it's a rewarding thing to do. Don't have to do much of it anymore, though. Not now. I'm out of that mode. Now it's more like I have to figure out how to get dinner ready in 15 minutes. Hi, Tammy. I feel like I haven't seen anybody in so long because I've been doing some wedding alterations for the wedding that's this Saturday. I'm finally done with it. Now I feel free. I can do my own thing again. Yeah, these really are cute little tags. Tabs. I keep calling them tags. Tabs. Still cool enough here that the concrete, my floor is concrete, stained concrete and waxed. Looks pretty bad right now. It needs a new coat, but anyway, it's still cool enough here that the concrete floor is really cold. Even though I don't have on a sweater or anything, I don't feel cold, but the floor is cold and my feet are freezing. Even with shoes on, they get cold. Last month at the sale, at Keisha's sale, I sold, she sold needle books for me that I had made. And I just started a whole new set of them. I think they're going to be pretty neat. They look a little different, but they'll be similar. So I've got that going on upstairs for when I'm watching TV or whatever. Or doing laundry, which is what I need to do today, but I don't think I will. I'm just going to say it's my anniversary. I don't have to do laundry. No, I got these, a punch, I believe, was used for these. It's that punch you can't find anymore. If you do find it, it costs a fortune. But I bought these at the marketplace last month. Is where I got them. But they really are cute. Now, let's see. I think he needs one on here. Now, let's see how this is looking. See what else I need to do. So if you look close, you can kind of get a split through. Where am I? I just changed my pen on my bottle, and the other one had orange and bright colors on the pen. So it was easy to see. I need to put something bright on this one because I can never find it. Okay, let's see. Let's just do one. See where else I need to put some little tabs. See, that little tab isn't much, but it really adds, without that tab on that page, it looks kind of a little blah. But you put that little tab on there, and it just adds a lot. Isn't that something, how much it adds to there? I'm a little concerned about this page because this edge is so thin. I might need to add something to it. Not sure what. I don't know how y'all do things when you're doing your journals. If you go through it like this and find all the things you still need to do, or I know what, I'll use this, or how you do it. It's interesting to see how different people approach different things. Because you know, you can always learn something from someone else, whoever it is. That'll just strengthen it a little bit. Oh, I ordered some washi tape yesterday. I don't have very much washi tape. I never was in on the big washi tape boom when everybody started it. And for a long time, I was like, what do I want washi tape for? What's that going to do for me? So here's my washi tape. That's all the washi tape I have. But I ordered some yesterday that from the washi store, I think is the name of it. Had some really pretty stuff. So I'm excited for that to come. Did I answer your question? I think I did about the tabs. Yeah, I did. Yes, I really am 68. Our hummingbirds finally showed up day before yesterday. I was beginning to doubt they were we were going to have any this year. We have 2 pairs, two males and 2 females. So So I do this. I go through and pick out anything that still needs done. And usually by now I've already sewn in my signatures. But this time I was kind of waiting until the end before I sew the signatures in. On the ladies' journal, I got to find an inside cover. I don't know. I might not be done with him tomorrow because he's going to have some work on his cover. Oh yeah, this is what I'm putting on his cover. So it won't take too much, probably. I'll still have to paint it. Let's see. Here it is. I was going to say, I thought I had more than one of those. So it'll cut out hinges. So I also have a journal that's like real sweet pastel colors and pinks and blues and different things. And I don't usually do something like that. It's not really my normal style. Not that I don't like it. I just like doing the vintagey looking stuff a lot. But I have done some other ones too. So I've got that. I don't know. That might be the next one I do because I feel like I want to do something a little different after working on this for a while. I'll just have to see. I have some real pretty papers for it that I think will look nice. That looks pretty cool. That's some of Melody Maid's jelly plate paper. So is this. I wanted to make some mechanical bugs for this, but there just wasn't a good place to put them, basically. So I decided not to. Would have been fun though. Have some bugs with wires on them and stuff. Sometimes you change your mind about what you want to do. So I drove up to the airport by myself Monday to pick my kids up. They were coming back from Florida. And they always think I'm so helpless, or my daughter does. She always thinks I'm so helpless. Mom, are you sure you'll be all right to go up there by yourself? Yeah. I got my phone. I got my GPS. I can go any place I want. Now, before I couldn't because I always got lost. Even with the GPS, sometimes I make a wrong turn. And yes, I did. I made one wrong turn because I turned too soon. But did I get to where I need to go? Yep, I did. And was I in one piece? Yes, I was. She gets pretty excited sometimes. Mom, are you sure you can do this by yourself? I said, yeah, I'm only 68. I don't know. I'll try. See what I can do. And I hear her husband in the background saying, Mom, do you think you can brush your own teeth and comb your own hair? Making fun of her. She's a little worrywart. But I don't mind. I love her. Oops, sorry, I got my head in there. See my red hair trying to grow out finally from that episode. Oh my, one more haircut, maybe it'll be gone. And I'll just have the gray. I'd always wanted to have red hair. My mom had red hair. A couple of my brothers had red hair. So I finally decided on a whim one day to do it. Boy, was that a mistake. She did a beautiful job. The color was pretty. It just wasn't me. So now I'm trying to let it grow back out. I'd just rather have the gray. I like gray hair. And I didn't really color it because I wanted to get rid of the gray. I just wanted to try red hair. But alas, I'm not a red-haired girl. Okay, that looked a little blah, so I thought I'd pop it up a little bit. Now I don't know what I did with that little, oh, I used it maybe. Maybe a couple labels. I have to get the dog to the groomer next week. Her hair's getting, this cut has lasted really long. The gal who did it really knows how to cut schnauzers, and it was beautiful. She did a beautiful job. Oh, I liked it so much. And it's lasted longer than it usually does. But she's starting to look pretty woolly, and her hair is getting tangled because the grass has been wet. She gets out there in the grass, and stuff sticks to her fur, and then it'll mat. So we've been trying to keep that down, but it's time to go, I think. something. Okay. Now, where is that little piece? Here it is. Let's see if I can find some kind of stamp to go on this. Oh, I know. I have a bunch of little air balloon stamps over here somewhere. Let's see. Get my scissors. If I can get up. Oh my word. Y'all notice I finally got my chair to stop squeaking? I got out the sewing machine oil and oiled up all the wheels. It used to squeak like a cat that was dying. Yeah, I wonder where all those little... There they are. Oh, storming. Tammy, stay safe, babe. Try to. Oh, there were some little bitty ones in here. Oh, too big. I'll just do that. Use my little stamp scissors. Excuse me. I can't tell which way is right side up on these things. That looks right side up, I guess. It's been raining here for a couple of days. I got some chicken, and my husband wanted to make some hog jowl on the smoker, but neither one of us wants to stand out in the rain to check it. So hopefully tomorrow, maybe, since we're going to be busy all weekend, maybe tomorrow we'll be able to cook some meat outside. Excuse me. forgot what I was doing. Not like that. No, that's not what I want. Don't know what I want. I think I want this. Yep. Didn't need much. I like the way that looks in there. You see the elephant and the luggage and everything. It's well there. Ta-da. What am I going to do now? Make another edgy here. I haven't had one in a while. And I guess I'll go ahead with a piece of something. So this one looks similar to the others. I'll save that. This is 1907, so I'll use that on another page. I don't want everything to look exactly the same, but I want it to look similar enough to where it all works together for the whole theme of the book. And there's different ways to do that. You can do it with color. You can do it with images. You can do it with repeated designs. You do it with coordinating papers, or like I'm doing here with a similar design, but a different, but with a similar design, I guess is the way to say it. So even if I pick things that don't have a lot of contrast, if I ink the edges darker, then it will pick it up and give it the contrast it needs. Normally I would put some lace in here or something like that, but it just doesn't seem appropriate in here in this one for this guy. So I have to do something different to take up for that. Something that I would usually use. And I could have put some of this in there. Could do that. Maybe. Don't really want to cover up my diamonds. It's all just trial and error. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Don't have many watchers today, but that's okay. I'll get some later on, I think. We'll come back. I feel very relaxed and comfy. I'm kind of hungry. What time is it? Well, it's about that time to get hungry, isn't it? Okay, now. Keep thinking, okay, I'm almost done. Just find lots of more blank pages. was nice to sit outside for a while yesterday in the sun, but it was very windy, so I didn't stay out very long. But nice to see a few of the birds out there flying around and zooming around the bird feeders. Okay. And there's that signature. Which I think of for now is okay. I'm going to dump these if I don't put the lid on here. I haven't done it yet, but I keep thinking I'm going to. I'm so clumsy. Now let's look at the other signature and see how it's doing. Get some of this trash out of the way first. Oops. All right. I don't know if I do this where I just take a piece that's already made from a scrapbook page and use it without doing anything to it. But these are so neat, I just wanted to use them. But I feel like I need to add something to them. They don't just look like I didn't care. I just stuck them in there. So, here we go. Oops. I really like this. Here's another one. See, they just look so cool. You hate not to use them. So I did. I thought they would make nice journal cards since they don't have, they're dotted on the back, so it gives you a place to write on. Let's see. Hi, Michelle Noel. Kind of quiet here today. Just kind of working on my steampunk journal at the moment. Taking it easy. Not even talking a lot, if you can imagine that. How are you today, Michelle? I think we gotta do some more edgies here. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. Ooh, I forgot I have a nice salad in the refrigerator. We went to Pasta House last night and I got just a regular garden salad. And it was huge. I put about half of it. I had her go ahead and bring me once I saw how big it was, I had her bring me a take-home box. And before I even started eating, I put half of it in the box, or about half of it. And then when I spread it back out on the plate, it still looked like it was a huge plate full. So I got some bread rolls and some salad, chicken in the refrigerator for lunch whenever I decide to go. I made some spaghetti the other day that was so good. I ate that for lunch the next day. I do that a lot. We have leftovers from supper, I'll just eat it the next day for lunch. Because he doesn't like taking that kind of stuff in his lunch, or he'd take it. He doesn't want to have anything to carry home. Oh, I'm glad you came, Michelle. That's kind of just what I'm doing. I've had to stay on track and get those wedding dresses finished that I was working on. So today, I'm just doing my thing, taking my time, enjoying myself. Because the weekend's going to be shot because we got to go to the wedding. which is far away from us. Well, I mean, you know, it's in the same state, but not close by. And it doesn't start until 3, so that means we'll be gone all evening. So I'm just taking a little bit of time while I can, which also means I'll miss part of the sale, Keisha's sale. But that's how things go some days. Gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 of these while I'm making, because I know I'm gonna need another one. Now, what do I do with that paper that I like so much? Oh yeah. Here's somewhere. I'll just use this. I like making these. They're fun. Oops. I knew where that lid went. That glue. Okay, now let's see. I love this paper. Just playing with some paper, having a good time. So if you just want to relax, no pressure, just sit back and put your feet up and watch and listen. I'll try not to talk too much. You can even take a nap. Naps are good. Okay. Now there's the bases. Now what am I going to put on them? That's the question. I think that needs to go that way. Let me see. What am I going to put on them? Just about out of stuff. I'm getting tired of using hot air balloons. Yeah, getting sparse. Oh, I got 3 years left. Okay. Gotta stretch once in a while. Oh boy. What's this? That'd be neat on there if it was a little bigger. Just make it bigger. Or give an illusion of being bigger. Those are not what they once were. It's harder to see. Especially since I got new glasses. I don't know. They're really a pain. Supposed to help you, but I don't know that they are. Then I want Well, I just don't like that. I like this, but I don't like it on here. Maybe like that. That's better. Nope. It's upside down. Yeah. I don't know what that is. I don't like it. So okay, Michelle. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry we're so dull today, but some days it's just like that. See you later. Probably going to get off of here in a minute and go have some lunch, feed the dog, let her out, so I can get back to relaxing. All right then. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay. Oh, it's good. Mm. Get these two things glued in, and then I think I'm going to sign off. How are we doing? Good grief. What happens when your mind starts wandering? Okay. Yeah, that shows up a little better. Yeah. Let's see. Use this little stamp to add some numbers. This looks kind of plain. Put a little bit of something on here. I can do both sides. And where's my little person I had earlier? Here, little person. Where'd you go? So I can use this one. Oh, it is him. Okay. I'm not finished tomorrow, but I'll be pretty close to it, I think. Oh, my feet are so cold. Go upstairs and thaw out. It still needs done. Okay, here we go now. So what I have left that needs, yeah, but I'll put this one here. Yeah, I like that. I like it. Looks good. Okay, almost there. Still a little bit more to go. Alrighty then. That's going to make a nice size book. And let's see how tall. Yeah, that's probably going to take a 2-inch spine. It's pretty good size. Almost could make 2 out of this. Okay, well, that's all for him for right now. These are all things I still want to use, probably. All right, I don't think there's anyone here left with me, but I'm going to say goodbye. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by on this easygoing, laid-back stream. So, catch you next time. Bye.